Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. So today we are building a house I found on Instagram which was in San Francisco, and I thought it was pretty cool, so I was trying to recreate it here in The Sims 4. And this week is the week that the new pack comes out and I can't get it, and it makes me super sad because I want to do a let's play, but I don't have a computer at the moment, so I cannot play the amazing design career thing. I'm super excited to get my hands on it. As soon as I can get a computer, then I can definitely gonna play it. So we're actually starting off at the front, and it had this nice white wall, which I'm really sad that we couldn't do the little iron fencing over, like on top of the white wall, like the house actually had. So do a little compromise with the design, and it had a little raised bed as well, which kind of changes constantly because you can't put the the platforms with the foundations, and yeah, the house needed to be on a foundation and all this. So it was a little bit tricky getting everything in, and it has a lot of detail in this house as well, because it's quite an old like townhouse in San Francisco by the looks of it. So it had really interesting textures and stuff on the outside, and it is a completely white house with this nice purple wisteria hanging over the front and on the front porch. So I really like the contrast between the like stark whiteness of the house and the actual like greenery that was about. So I actually brought in the white of the outside into the inside of the house. Actually had a curved tower on the side, and I was just like, how are we going to do that in The Sims? So I was trying to put curved little room down, and then it wasn't working because we all know how amazing rooms are in The Sims. So I was like, let's just put our hexagonal thing down and see what we can do. And there's a little bit of attic space as well in this house, so you've got technically 3 floors, and I kind of made the attic because it's a little bit hard to build in the attic when you're in build mode, because you have to like try and get the camera in and try and do it. So I just made it as like a storage space, but it'd be super cool as a seance room if you're into that, because it's kind of like an older house. Because I did that for my paranormal let's play. I turned the attic into the seance room. That was pretty cool. And we're gonna have the foosball table, a don't wait the llama, like an old sofa up there, decoration box, a bike, and the Christmas tree, and the washing machines as well. So it's kind of like an a proper loft space where you can store things and keep different bits of treasure. Perhaps you could put the archaeology table up there and different bits like that. So we're going to start putting in the textures. So on the actual roof itself, it had a lot of detail, but it still had like the texture of the roof. So the cats and dogs wallpaper came into their own for the actual roof section. It had quite a lot of detailing and paneling and stuff even on the roof bits. So I was just like trying to use different pieces and putting them together to make what was a nice looking roof. And I actually used a bigger window than was on the original build, because I think I made it slightly bigger than the original, because The Sims is not very not very practical when you're trying to make smaller builds. Even if you've got tiny living, it's still not super practical. So it's probably slightly wider. And on the second floor, because there was these paneling details, I actually used the vampires windows, but the making the interior bits the exterior, so we could actually have some like detailing on the front, because we don't have much like facade stuff. I'm using a lot of like classic pillars as well. I can't remember which pack they're from. I think they're from the Strangerville pack, I think. But we got the windows with the super details, and I was trying to find some paneling because the bottom part was just wood slat paneling, so that was super easy because I was like, yes, we have that. But the one at the top had like diamonds on it, and I was just like, I don't think we have diamond patterns on the wallpaper. So I was just like, the closest thing I could get to match was some of the wood paneling wallpaper that has the sort of shape on it. So I was just like, well, we'll use that. It kind of works, and it kind of it gives you the vibe. We've got different bits of trim as well to make it look old and nice. So on the inside, we have this really cool bay window in the living area. So downstairs we just have a living room and a kitchen diner. I actually made a little modern extension out the back, so you could actually have a nice big sliding door out into the garden, which actually got inspired by this garden that we were walking along at lunch, as you do when you don't want to go back to work. You have a wander around the neighborhood, and we could see through someone's basement kitchen, into their back garden. They had this really cute little back area that had a whitewashed wall, and it had white gravel path that led there pond area. So I wanted to make that in this back garden because it was kind of similar, not as a townhouse house, so it kind of fit. So interior wise, we're going to use a lot of whites and a lot of greys, a lot of blacks in here because the outside is white. So I thought we'd stick to that theme inside, but we bring a lot of color in through plants and pictures and stuff because having a black, grey, and white house is not particularly exciting. It looks pretty nice, like clean and modern and stuff, but it doesn't give that much character. Because we're using the medium height walls, we could use the big bookcases from Discover University, which I never get to use because they're way too big for most builds. But this build kind of fit very nicely, and all the different colors kind of pick up the same colors in the picture as well. And then I could actually use the massive palm tree from Paranormal Stuff, which I've only used like twice because I've put it next to a pool. So I was just like, yeah, we can put that in, put a load of flowers in. We've got nice designer light as well because the rooms having a lot of high ceilings make it very dark in there for some reason. I don't know why, but my favorite part of the living room is just all these nice like arched windows in the bay window. It'd be so cool just to sit in there and play your Switch or read a book or just nice chill bank holiday, because it was actually a warm, nice bank holiday. It's supposed to have been warm all this week as well, which after the May we have had in the UK, which was just wet and miserable for the entire time. It was just like, a 1 week of summer, quick. get as much vitamin D as possible, humanly possible, without getting burnt. So that was good. And now we are on to our kitchen diner. So I thought downstairs having these decorated art would be super nice and super in keeping with the age of the building as well. So we've got the archways on the living room. I actually put some curtains because you want to close the living room off a bit, especially if you've got other people working in the kitchen or making food and something, so you can make it still private in there. But we've got a nice big table, and we're going to have a nice big island and then wrap the kitchen around the L shape. But we're going for some white and grey counters because that fits in with our theme, and it's quite a nice spacious kitchen. I thought putting the sink right there so you could look outside while you wash the dishes would be quite nice, because when I look outside to wash the dishes, all I can see is like road. So it's not the best, not the best, but it is, at least that is a window in the kitchen. And we're going to put because we got lots of prep space, I thought it'd be good to put like all the different bits and pieces. So we've got the coffee maker, we've got the microwave, we've got the nice stove as well. I can't wait to have new kitchen with the hopefully placeable like induction top or whatever top we get, gas, heat induction, whatever. Just having separate stuff so then you could make the island like your prep space and then you have the oven behind. And that'd be so cool because we haven't really got that much like kitcheny new kitchen stuff for ages, and having seats that have different configuration, like sofas that have different configurations as well, because the amount of times I've wanted to do like a corner sofa in that room would look awesome, but we don't have it yet. Well, we do now because this is posted after the first, which I was super annoyed. I was like, why couldn't you release this on the like 28th? So then everyone in the UK had like 3 days to play it, and I'm just like boshing out weeks worth of let's plays while I ruin everyone's houses. So I'd love to do a let's play where your sim is like crap at interior design and you just make awful, awful houses. Because in the morning, if I'm lucky, I like watching buying and selling, and it's interesting because it's American, so it's just like what they have interior wise is just like at start it's like really crap, and then when they get it to like a reasonable standard, it's just like this is an average show home, like what most people have in their homes normally in the UK. Well, most people anyway, but it's just like you're just getting up to normal standards. So it's like they have to do a lot of work. And upstairs we have 3 bedrooms and a bathroom, one with an ensuite. So this is the kids' room, and we've got the new update that has the ability to have a desk or chair or whatever under your bunk bed, which I'm super happy about. No, even if I put the desk in the wrong way, so I was just like, why is my chair not going under? It's like, places a little bit strangely, but this is a good size room, good height as well, because these are also the medium height walls up on the first floor, so there's plenty of space for a bunk bed, and this bedroom's got 2 windows as well, so it makes it nice and light. And I thought I'd do a little custom rug in here because we've got all different shades of blue, so we can have nice different shades of blue in the rug as well. I was really struggling with lamps because I wanted like proper like lamps in here, and I was just like hanging like normal lamps for like taller walls, and I was just like, why is this? Why? Why we never get the good the goods? But I think this is a nice good like kids room. And then next door we have like a teen or guest room. So this is going for like some pinks, and we're going for some like cream. But the master bedroom has the little tower bit connected to it, so I thought that was perfect for actually having our ensuite as well. So this bedroom is quite nice. It's nice and light and spacious. We're actually going to move. I think we've already moved against the wall, so we have extra space, and then we're going to have a desk area which has one of the trestle tables, which I always forget to use and just go to the like base game one. But I wanted to make it like little bits of like cream and pinks and stuff. We've got like the creamy curtains. We've got the like creamy wicker rattan chair as well. And I wanted them to have a locker because I thought they have put their own style upon this room. So they've got quite a nice room. They've got some nice plants and everything. I'm trying to size up the hanging plant because like having medium walls, it makes it a little bit tricky to put the hanging plant down unless you've got like full height windows. So they should definitely do some more hanging plants. I was trying to find a chair as well, so I got the pink fluffy poof to go with our pink fluffy rug, and then I thought nice yellow chair, and then I wanted something to needed artwork on the walls for sure because they were very white. I was trying to pick out something that actually fit with the room. So we've got like the paranormal one on that side because that framed the chair very nicely, and then we've got this nice pink and yellowy one to go above the bed. And it just needed something in that corner because it looked as though it's like missing because the picture was like hanging off the edge. So we've got another plant. It's nice, clean, airy bedroom. And then in the master bedroom, we've got a nice 4-poster. This one actually doesn't have too much stuff in it. We've just got a wardrobe, and we've got a dressing table as well in next to our master bathroom. Well, not master bathroom, but our ensuite, because kind of get ready, and then you can sit down and do your stuff, dry your hair. And I put the mirror off to one side because I didn't think you'd want to put it right in front of the window, especially if you've got a nice view out there. So having it off to one side, and we got like a creepy guy behind the plant. When I put that in, I was just like, it looks as though he's like hiding in the bush, ready to spy on you, which I think is quite funny, especially as the eyes are like looking off to one side. Shifty. So you got a creepy guy in the bush. and I was trying to find a picture that we can actually put up there. So I was just like, let's use the 3 one because that kind of fits and it's nice and white. And then in our ensuite we've got a shower, we've got a toilet, and we've got a sink as well. It lets in a lot of light, and hopefully there's enough room for them to get in and use the shower as well, because that was the only full wall, because all the other walls are windows. And I don't really like putting the shower on the diagonal, especially as you need to like open the door. I could have put one of the freestanding ones, and then shower guard that we got in Snowy Escape as a thing. If it doesn't work. And then this is our main family bathroom, so I thought it'd be quite nice to have the bath right next to the window so you could sit there, have a look out, and it's pretty protected as well. Like you don't need too much guard against people looking in because we've got all the wisteria. Then we've got a freestanding shower. We've got the medium height walls. I thought having a window that didn't go all the way down would be quite nice, so they can protect your modesty slightly out the window. And then we have the counters that have the shelves underneath, because I always think that looks nice with the waterfall tap that we have there. And we've got some nice light features as well. So I don't normally put light features, but I didn't want to put a whole mirror across. I always do that, so I was like, let's use the little round one and then do some like industrial lights that kind of fit of this build. So we got some towel racks as well, and I was trying to find a plant to put in here because it just needed some greenery, but I actually decided that we'd just put a seat in there because they just took up a little bit too much room in here, especially as it's quite long and narrow. And then obviously we have a blind as well, so if you did want to have some modesty while you have a bath, then you can do. And then this is our attic space, so as you can see, there is a lot of space you can work with. You could definitely do an epic master bedroom up in the attic space, but we're just getting a few items out and then jumping in so I could actually place them where they're supposed to go, with the windows and the walls and the roof as well, because we don't want the Christmas tree poking through the roof. And then we've got a few Halloween bits as well. And you could also put like a door into there if you wanted to put a bathroom. I just left it open, so there's like a huge tower, like a huge ceiling to the actual space. We've got a heater up here as well, because if you've not got central heating, or you don't want to do central heating, then you could actually have some heat up here. Because when I was playing in one of like the attic in one of my builds, so we didn't have central heating there. Supposed to be like still really old, with using fireplaces to keep warm. Every time you went into the attic, it was like freezing, they'd get super cold. So in our backyard, we have a nice fenced off. We're going to use wood, the same wood as we've got going through all the house, to have our little pathway. And this is where I was trying to make something to surround our little seating areas, cut off from the garden. Got a little fountain in there as well. We've got some of these standing lights that look nice and pretty, and it's only got a little short deck because we needed something to like so the Sims could step down because it's a little bit high for them. And we're gonna use this fence that has the vines growing on it, and it's got like a little gap as well because I thought that was quite nice. You can still see through it. And we're gonna put plants and stuff around it as well, so it kind of blends in really nicely. It looks as though things are growing through it. It's all good, and we're gonna do some nice big plants up around the water feature, so it looks as though it's nice to the space as well, because you want it to be nice and as though the garden is full and everything. And then we've got the white plants around as well, so we've got a little bit of green space if you wanted to hang out on the grass, have a picnic. But then we've got our proper dining space. We've got the drinks on there as well because it's nice and sunny. Moment, I think this is like midday, so you could probably get a nice little sun trap down here. And I was trying to find something to go on the wall, or whether we could have like a little fenced off area. I was trying all the different awnings as well to see if they looked any good, but they didn't really fit the space because it's like a different unique shape. So I thought just having some things on the actual fence itself kind of made it look as though it was supposed to be there. We're actually going to put some flowers in them, and we've got these nice fairy light actually on the garden area as well as our little standing lights. And we're going to put some pots as well because I always forget that we can actually put some pots and stuff out. So we've got some like the Japanese aces and some of them in the barrels and everything, so it looks as though it's very nice and a very nice place to sit out on a nice sunny day as well. We're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do next. Oh yeah, we're gonna put the plants in because it's just like we've got one pink, one blue, and then we're gonna put some like greenery in there so it doesn't look too over the top. And then I think we're just gonna finish it off by putting our drain pipes, and then we're gonna put our mailbox and our post box as well because we're going to go for a British post box. We're actually going to put a little carport by the side because this house actually sits in between two houses on the actual building of it. So I was just like, we need something down the side. So I was like, let's make a little carport, and we actually get rid of the extra bit of thing because it always annoys me you can't build right up to the actual plot itself. It's annoying. So it looks a bit strange. Then we're going to put some trees down the side so it doesn't make it too bad. But because we've got a medium height wall, it does make it look a little bit silly having a wall there. But here is our finished house. So we'll jump into the screenshots and get a good overview of what it looks like. We've got the layout. Jump into our living room, which is nice, light and airy, all different angles as well. And we've got a nice big thick coffee table. Then our dining area, which is quite nice and modern. You can see out into the garden as well. So it's got a nice view of the garden, and our bedrooms as well. So our kids' bedroom, our other bedroom, like teen guest bedroom, and then we've got our master bedroom and our bathroom. So I hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, feel free to give it a like, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye.